Alrighty, so we're going to use Green Eastin because I think that she could be a really good candidate for the human team, which obviously is Escanor now. But the reason I was going to use Athena originally, but basically the same passive except specific to humans, and you get basic stats every time you kill somebody. So kind of like a Steamroll team, I guess. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Obviously, she works in the sub slot. She has better CC and stats as well because Athena is a little bit old. She was the first collab that we ever... No, Slime was first collab. Second collab that we ever got. She did get a Holy Relic at one point, but yeah, we're going to be using something like this. Obviously, something that can hopefully kill a character at least every turn, so that way we can kind of keep the ultimate gauges in check while also gaining stats by killing, you know, enemies. So we'll see how that goes, but not exactly sure what I'm going to think about this team yet. I think we should be pretty good overall. The team doesn't really have a whole lot of ultimate move gauge sort of control unless I use Red Arthur, whereas they attack into Red Arthur. They lose ultimate move gauge on their own, so they kind of, you know, have all the power there, I guess. But we do merge into a level 1, or a level 2 on turn 1, which is great. Purgatory Melee, not the craziest. I think we can try to... I don't know, can we kill... I kind of like using the Bond combo second turn, so that way we can try and actually have some stacks already sort of built up. So let's try this out. Ooh. Luckily we don't disable ourselves because of the evasion, but decent damage there. We're one away from an ultimate, so as long as we can pull a card, we should be okay. Okay, we pull a level 2, actually, which is great, because now we're already debuff immune. There might not be a... Well, yeah, there might not be a whole lot he can do here. We don't have another stance, which could end up being a bit of a problem. But it shouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Because, I mean, I don't know. He's going to have some decent damage, I think. But at the end of the day, it's really going to depend on his... Bond, I think, because I mean the true magic is definitely a bit of a problem. I think Bond combo and a true magic could end up being the death of me here, but we basically gotta go for this because it'll help us reset some ultimate move gauge. We'll gain 7% basic stats, which isn't anything like crazy, but it hopefully will be enough to help some way. I mean, worst case scenario, Escanor dies, but Bond can maybe bring us back. We'll see how it goes. We do have ultimate, so he's obviously the big threat here. So hopefully they don't mess around with Bond too much. We pull... I need a... Yeah, okay, I was about to say I need a Pierce card for Bond, so that way I can do a combo here, which we do have. So we're looking okay. Okay. He didn't even try. I really feel like... Did he waste any of his... Bond cards in the first turn? I don't remember. I think he had a chance, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Ragnarok team with damage cap could be a bit troublesome. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I think I'm gonna use turn 1 to set up, maybe. Let's go for... stance, and then this. If we bait out an evasion food, that's great. We get rid of the taunt. We're gonna stack. Did I not? I must not have targeted there. That's unfortunate because Tyr is probably gonna be very troublesome here. I needed to put the mark of concentration on him so that way he did not do anything too crazy, but... Okay, single target. Okay, that crit hurt. Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. I didn't think he would be able to kill me, like, with just the single target alone. But we still have both of our damage dealers, so we should be okay, I think. I need to get rid of Tyr if possible. So let's remove the Nanashi buffs. And then Bond combo. I could go for ultimate as well. I I think we go bond combo. That way we can lifesteal some back. Because, well, I don't know. Are we going to be able to do... I need him to be below 50% HP, but I think the Tarmio Link kind of screwed me there. I was hoping that the... I was really hoping that the Cruel Sun was going to do more there. I guess I should have used the level 2. You should... that's my biggest problem. I'm pretty bad about trying to save damage and, like, not waste cards, but at the end of the day, I mean, if you lose... You're not going to be able to use those cards anyway, so you might as well go all out, even if it does end up being a little bit overkill. So that's on me for sure. What's his health looking like on tier? Okay, not too bad. Both of the damage dealers being alive is a little bit troublesome. Let's go for this, I guess. Well, actually, I forgot about Eastin. I could have potentially killed tier there, got rid of some of the damage, and then removed ultimate move gauge like that. Should have thought about that. I haven't used Eastin in a really long time. The only time I use characters like this is in Brawl, and even then I literally just pair it up against the team that has like a suicide unit on it. So I don't typically give it too much thought, I guess, which is unfortunate because I definitely could have played that differently. Ooh, yeah, we're dead. Dang, okay. Dude, I think, honestly, I mean, it's good to see that this team isn't just completely, like, railroading everybody. Like, Escanor's good, don't get me wrong, but I think the Ragnarok team is still, like, I don't want to say it's on top, but it's got a lot of potential. Okay. This team shouldn't be too big of a deal because we can remove buffs, so we can get rid of the whatchamacallit here. He has Merlin in the back. He could still be potentially using whatchamacallit. He could still be using evasion food, so I'm not 100% sure what the best play here is. Let's go ahead and do this. I kind of want to taunt up, but at the same time, if we can kill Twiggo, which it does not look like we're going to be able to do that, and we end up disabling our Escanor here. I almost want to say that ungeared is the better scenario for him, just because of the fact that, like, in ungeared you don't have to worry about, like, weird gear sets or anything like that. Like, I'm not saying that the Twiggo has a weird gear set or anything, but he is very tanky. It almost seems like he might have, like, crit defense or something on. I mean, that's just speculation, of course. There's no way for me to even check the enemy's, like, gear or anything, so not a huge deal. Green Arthur, I can literally not get through. So let's do this. And then we'll move this for now. There's not really a whole lot else I can do here. Level 3 stance, though, might be kind of nice. He's not going to be able to bond combo me here. He doesn't have another stance, so there's potential that I can kill him here. He gets rid of my ultimate, of course, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, can't Mark of Concentration me, so there's no real potential for, like, big damage there on him. I guess here's hoping. So let's go for the bond combo on top of putting a couple of ignites on. Not insane. I think we still kill, though, of course, which is great. And then his damage pretty much falls off instantly. If he would have had another stance, obviously it would have been a different story, but looking pretty good. Kind of worked out in my favor RNG-wise there, so nothing too crazy. We have 2 Cruel Suns, so we can get our ultimate. And we do not have another way to set up a bond combo, but I can maybe just use, or maybe move this, let these 2 things merge, and then put up another stance, I guess. Because I think the stance goes away on this turn. Yeah, so let's go for this. He is debuff immune, so it's not that big of a deal, but get a little bit of damage on. Okay, actually 140 is not bad. And because it's not Red Arthur, I don't lose ultimate move gauge, which is nice. So now I have 2 ultimates. He has to get through Arthur first. And honestly, I think Arthur's maybe the bigger threat here, just because he can kind of tank pretty well. So I think I ult on the Arthur, and then I can get rid of the rest of the team, which isn't going to be too big of an issue. Let's see the ultimate, and then I could potentially go for, like, insane big damage here. Maybe I do that because he doesn't have taunt up. Let's go for big damage just to see how much the ult does on Twiggo. He's a rare unit, of course, so it's going to be very skewed. His stats are abysmal. What's it looking like? Only 1.2. And that was with max stacks. Obviously, like, it's not... It doesn't have blast on it, so it's not, like, insane, but luckily that was really close. We almost popped Holy Relic there, unless... I don't think we've already popped it, so... Either way. Yeah, we can get rid of the Merlin. Pretty much no problem. Let me go ahead and move on to the next match. Alrighty. Ooh, okay, so we have a human team, but it's not with LR Escanor. We have old school Escanor. I think best plan is to try to get rid of... We can stance, so that way Bond can't combo me, and then we can get rid of Roxy. She's pretty squishy overall, so it's not going to be very hard to kill her. Plus, we merged into a level 2. So, 357, turn 1. We kill her. We gain basic stats by 7. And we remove 2 ultimate move gauge. He's actually also running the Eastin, which is kind of funny to me. I feel like I almost never see Eastins ran, which then again, she does only work with humans. So, human team, I don't want to say is non-existent, but now that Escanor is out, might be a little more relevant. But humans don't typically get the support that they need. They get a little bit of support here and there, which can make them okay, but a little bit lacking, of course. I think the humans and the angels are by far like some of the more like lackluster races, I guess. We could go for, well, let's go for this into this, and we'll put up another stance so that way his Bond can't do much. And then that'll actually kill Eastin off. We'll gain more basic stats. I'll check my stats after it goes back to my turn on this one. I needed to, if I could have got one more Escanor card, I could have went for his ultimate there. Because I'm kind of interested to see how much damage I do against ultimate Escanor, maybe. Because he's not going to have damage reduction like Bond has. Like, he'll have a little bit, of course, because of Bond's passive, but he's not going to have 40% like Bond has, so maybe okay there. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Bond, if possible. This might actually be a little bit of overkill. Yeah, 141's not bad. Ooh, he actually has the Tarmia link on, which I didn't realize, so this actually works out kind of perfectly, so we'll get rid of him. I forgot to check my stats. It's okay. We'll look at the stats before I ult. Okay, I gotta remember. Look at the stats. we have a stance, which is pretty good. He's doing really bad damage. I think the basic stats actually might be helping like a ton with that. So let me check my stats. What do we look like? He's got max Eternal Flame stacks on. Okay, we've got plus 19k attack, which is pretty crazy. Our stats are actually looking really good. 150 pierce rate. That's pretty great. Okay, so let's go for, I guess, ultimate into triple attack for, or double attack for the Final Flame stacks. What is this looking like? He has no damage reduction because we've already killed Bond. 1.5 million. That's actually probably the, I think that's the highest we've hit on an ultimate. Maybe not. We just did like, what, 2 million or something like that with, what was it? It was 2.6 million on somebody. It might not even have been this video. It might have been the previous video. But I'm recording these all at the same time, so I'm I'm a little hazy, I guess. Who do we give the windscreen? We could give it to Arthur for being a trooper. Honestly, his stances have done great. I'll give it to Arthur. He deserves it. He deserves a good little windscreen. He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't get the windscreen very often. So we'll let him have a little bit of a moment to shine. Honestly, helped a ton against the Bond, so that was great. We have one more match with this team, and then we'll probably try him out with non-humans next, which could be either really bad or okay. Okay, so we have a Lost Vein team with a res, which is pretty interesting. Gonna be kind of hard to get rid of the... Sorry, I have something in my eye. Gonna be hard to get rid of... Alright, it's gonna be hard to kill and... Ooh, well, actually, out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if I can kill Lost Vein like this. I think I can. Because he'll res back to this point, I think. What am I looking like? 130. Not the craziest damage, obviously, with it being a level 1 and everything, but we literally kill off the damage dealer turn 1 with res. I think that's why Bon is so much better, is like, Bon is going to be able to pick up the slack if, you know, he dies, or if Lost Fate dies, and he gives you more damage reduction, which, I mean, I think I still might have been able to kill there. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we can actually... we can't actually push for ult here and stance at the same time. I'm going to go for the ultimate because he's not going to be able to stun me. He's going to have to push for either... Oh, I think he's got an ult removal here. Yeah, never mind. I was going to say he's going to either have to have a Merlin ult gauge removal or he's going to have a Pulverize, which he doesn't have enough for Pulverize yet. Best case scenario here, I pull a snipe. Okay, no snipe. That's fine. Let's get rid of her because she's becoming a little bit of a nuisance. Wham. All right, that feels great. I'm not expecting that to... Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, that was a bit wacky. We have ultimate here. So we did what, 1.6 or like 1.5 mil on ultimate Escanor. Obviously, Merlin is insanely old. We have really good stats at the moment. Not actually as good as they were beforehand, but she's also way older, so she has much worse stats. Let's see how much damage we do here. It's type neutral. What do we got? Okay, 1.7. Not terrible. I mean, it's gonna kill either way, but honestly, if I got better with this team and I wouldn't have made the mistake I did against the Ragnarok team, I think I probably like this team the most because you have a lot of utility and a lot of damage. It just feels really satisfying. I might try to use this team a little bit more whenever I get Escanor on my own account because I don't know if the box CC's like buffs or, you know, the constellation buffs or anything like that are really like carrying me here, but they might be. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and next time we are going to be messing around with him on a non-human team to see how that goes.